What's up, everybody? I got something pretty cool to unbox here today. Let's check it out. So, I've been waiting for this thing to come in for what feels like a really long time. Something like a year ago, the Kickstarter came out for this, but it finally arrived. This, my friends, is a digital tape measure. Prior to seeing this tape measure, I had never heard of Reekon before, but they make one or two other products that are pretty innovative as well. And what drew me in is I like innovation. When someone takes a product that seems like there's no room for improvement and does exactly that. This thing's got OLED displays, measuring capabilities built in. It's got laser lights. It's got a replaceable blade. It's got an e-ink screen on the side. Tons and tons of cool things that I would have never thought to cram into a tape measure. Now, this isn't going to be an in-depth review. I'm just kind of showing the packaging here. I'm going to do an unboxing. And then once I get some time to play with it, I'm going to try and give my opinion and do a more thorough review of the device itself. I'm kind of just showing off some of the writing on the side of the package here. You can see that they have the ability to measure to the front and back of the device. So if you need to jam the thing into a corner, you don't have to kind of bend the tape in order to do so. It's got different blades, metric, standard, a split for both. It's got Bluetooth, and it apparently is super accurate with a 1 meter drop resistance. We'll probably not going to test that. This thing's pretty pricey. So right away, they give you a cool little brochure and getting started. They want you to get the app right away. This seems to have all the bullet points you need. Getting into the device packaging itself now, they give you a little how-to documentation here that seems more than adequate. The paper's a little thin, but hey, I'd rather them spend the money on the device itself. Cool little bonus sticker here. Kind of high quality, actually. Has a good feel to it. And then the device itself, which we'll get back to in a second. It comes with this handy dandy wall mount, which I'll probably use at some point, but let me put that aside and check out the battery. Now, one thing that's kind of missing from the packaging I noticed was a charging cable of any kind. I don't expect there to be a charging brick, but it would have been nice if they threw a charging cable in the box. And this holster is pretty intense. I'm not going to lie. It feels like it's for a handgun or something like that, but what I do like is that there's no clasp on the side. It kind of just loosens, so you don't have to worry about like fiddling to find some kind of latch. The bottom is made of hard plastic, so it doesn't look like it's coming out of there. And the device itself, this thing feels solid. I've been playing with it for a few days now. Outside of this video, I'm doing the voiceover afterwards. The blade is super strong. It's definitely the thickest blade on any tape measure that I have. And you can see the QR code type of writing on the bottom of the blade, and I think that's how it does the measuring. Putting the battery in, you can see where the charging port is there. That is USB-C on the bottom. And as soon as it does power, the e-ink screen comes to life. And these are where your measurements are stored. The laser light turns on with a push of the power button. And that's for measuring and marking adjacent material. So if you're measuring out a beam next to a piece of material and you want to mark that material, you don't have to kind of guesstimate. You can follow it with the light itself. The e-ink screen is erasable. You can just hit this trash can button on the side here and it'll give you the option to clear your measurements. Now, you're supposed to pair this thing with the app so that you can store all your measurements, and this way when you're at the store picking up your materials or need to reference that information later, you have it all in one shot. For someone that's taking measurements often or works on a job site, I can really see how that could be handy, not having to worry about that bit of information or assigning it to certain projects could be super handy. The quality definitely seems to be there. I'm super excited to play with this thing a little bit more. Definitely look for a follow-up video. Thank you so much for checking this out with me today. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. If not, thumbs down works as well. And as always, I appreciate the subscription. Peace.